I never know how to end these things. Hey, what's up you guys? It's your girl Rachel and I'm back with another video. I know that it's been a while. Okay, I know it's been a while. I have been struggling with depression. I know it's not funny, but that's just the way I cope with my humor. I know I promised a how to glow up video, but then I kind of went through a lot mentally, physically, emotionally, the whole shebang. These last few months have felt like a year. Like, is it just me or does January feel like it's been going on for literally 3 years? Like, I don't know why. But anyways, it's February. Happy Side Chick Super Bowl Sunday at the time I'm filming this, but tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I did want to share on my Glow Up series, but that's going to take some time just because I need to iron out some details. So in the meantime, I thought a good start to the year would be how I ended my year, which is by self-publishing my first book on Amazon. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So here it is. This is the cover. I actually got the tattoo of my book in North Carolina. I went on a 6 months travel journey. I try to get a tattoo in every state. This one's Colorado. It says be here now. You can't really see it. This was a prison tat in Texas, another time, another story, and that was my book cover in North Carolina. So here it is. My name is right here, which is sick. I know it's backwards because I'm filming with my phone, but just so you guys know, if you haven't been informed, this book is a collection of free verse poetry, and it's called Dream in Color, and every chapter is a different color, and it kind of goes through the stages of a relationship. So the first color, for example, is pink, so it's when you have a crush on someone, and all the poems are about that, but they are all based on personal experiences I've had in the last 5 years. So if I've ever liked you, had a crush on you, dated you, or like, you know, you're definitely in here. There might be a poem in here for you. I don't know. You might be able to check the context clues, although I highly doubt any of those men are watching my videos. But if you've made an impact on my life in the last 5 years, and I did add some new ones, you're definitely in here. I published this book on the last day of the year. The last day of the year is my birthday. I was 31 on the 31st. I know I look like a baby.
Where is Bebe's chamber?
Because I wanted to quite literally close out the chapter of my life where I went through all of this. It does get darker. There's, you know, some tougher subject matter in the middle when you're dealing with depression, denial, you have anger as a chapter, you have violence in violet as the chapter, but it does come full circle. The white does, you know, signify the healing at the end, and you have rainbow, which is prism. So you're literally going on this whole journey of me, with me, not of me. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. I'll read this part. It says, what pulls you out of bed in the morning? What makes you contagiously happy? What makes your blood boil until you're bursting into flames? To answer my own question is not about where you will be in 10 years. It is about what you will have created. My favorite quote in the world is by Maya Angelou. Still true. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. This book is for the dreamers who have not forgotten about the what, and who are not afraid of immortalizing their most raw fears, vulnerabilities, and loves onto paper to be reread and refelt over and over again. To the ones who dream and live through prismatic emotions. Oh, girl, I don't mean to gas myself up, but like that sounds pretty legit. I have so many poems in here. It's literally 197 pages. I just decided to read the back of my book, which was one of the first poems I've ever written for this about 5 years ago. But I put it on the back of my book because I feel like it kind of encompasses everything. So it goes, people change. They love and they leave. They use and do not care for things, even lovely things. So know that this does not make you any less lovely. You are so beautiful in spite of all of this because you are still good. No one defines how you act, how you treat others except for you. So do not let this world change you. Do not let it make you feel cold. Feel love, give love, and be love over and over again. And I put this on there because it was kind of a love letter to myself. When you get hurt so much, you kind of just want to be like a biatch and cold and be like, oh, I don't care, like, F that, like, I'm not going to show you how I feel anymore. I'm not going to put my heart on my sleeve anymore. But you know when you do that, you're actually losing because you're losing this vulnerable part of yourself. And it's easier said than done because I have changed a lot in the last 5 years. But being vulnerable is so much stronger. As cliche as it sounds, it's true. It's so much freaking stronger than putting walls up. And I have put walls up for a while. I was numb for a while. I think I was depressed because I was on autopilot for like 5 years. I don't even remember ages like 25 to 30. And this year was the first time that I woke up And I literally was like, what am I doing? I'm 30 now. I just turned 30 at the time. I'd done nothing with my life. So I packed up and I started traveling, and I saw my family that I hadn't seen in years. And I just went through all these experiences and life changes. And I realized that I wanted to live a purpose-filled life, even if it hurt me. And honestly, the hurt, because I had a big heartbreak this year, still kind of recovering. I rather would have felt that pain, that rejection, that hurt than nothing at all, because I was numb for so long. And there were moments when I didn't feel like that. Like, I literally did a video diary, and I have videos of me sobbing, bawling in the car, crying my eyes out, not understanding why things happened, why I felt a certain way about, you know, somebody, and they didn't reciprocate for me, or they would just like ghost me, you know, like, as cliche as it sounds, I realized and knew already my value comes from me as a human being. And I was so used to giving to other people to get my worth, because I grew up in a household where, no offense to my parents, it's just culturally, you know, I'm Asian. If you are doing something and it's not to level of satisfaction, it's because you're not doing enough. Like, if you get a B on the test, they're like, why isn't it an A? And I kind of carry that over into my love life, where I was like, okay, well, if this person doesn't like me, or they're not reciprocating, or they're giving me the bare minimum, it's because I'm not doing enough. So I put the blame on myself to try to do more and be more. And this year I finally was like, no, like, I am enough. I have always been enough. I don't need to do all these things to prove to other people that I'm enough. And it really, really just hit me like a ton of bricks. So I've been a lot more confident this year, a lot more outspoken. I've finally set boundaries, because if you knew me before, I was a huge pushover. And now some people might look at me and be like, wow, she's a cocky biatch. But you know what? It took me a long time to get to this place. And I just stopped caring so much about people's perceptions of me. And I really just dove into my emotions, because I had them on hold, because I thought emotions were weak. I thought you weren't supposed to feel them. I thought if you did, it was weakness, because growing up, again, I was never really given a platform to fully express how I felt without it being wrong. Like, if you weren't happy, something was wrong, and it's you. You need to make yourself happy. But after being diagnosed with that, you know, depression and ADHD this year, brand new, I realized that you can't fix everything, and that's okay. And instead of trying so hard to always fix yourself and better yourself, which can be a good thing, but to me it was being dragged into toxic positivity, you are able to just find one moment of your day or life to be happy for no reason. You don't always have to be chasing something or bettering something. Again, those are great things, which is why I went on the travel journey, why I wrote my book, you know, why I started making videos, because in a way, I think I use these things to kind of prove to myself, wow, you are doing good. Look at all the things you're doing. You got a new car, you went on a travel journey. But internally, I wasn't right. And that's why I haven't made the glow up videos, because I genuinely thought I had grown up, and maybe physically and outwardly, it looked like I have. But what a lot of you don't know, you know, just basing off social media, is I had the best and worst year of my life last year. I don't think I've ever cried that much. This year, I probably cried more days than I haven't. And I don't know how to explain it other than maybe it's a release of emotions, because I'm finally letting myself feel, or I'm being more brave, or I'm letting other people know how I feel more. And I'm also not scared to walk away from things, even if I care about them, that don't serve me, because my self-worth has been so tremendously torn down from a huge tower moment. And now I am, you know, building some sort of foundation. And I'm finally on steady ground, and that comes back to, you know, Valentine's Day and love and all this stuff, and I will be spending it with myself. It's not like I'm gonna pretend I don't want someone, but it's not like an innate need. Like, it's not like, oh my God, I need to be, it's now like, I go to movies alone, I go to dinner alone, and it's not depressing at all. It's freaking great. I can do whatever I want and go wherever I want, and I'm definitely more independent than I was before. But I finally am at a healthy level where I, like, you know, I feel like I could be with someone. Because before I used to just kind of be with anyone, you know, just out of loneliness or insecurity or codependency. And now I'm finally at such a good level that if someone comes in and they could possibly disrupt my peace, I almost am like, ooh, like, because I'm in such a good place and I'm trying so hard to protect myself. So
I know I'm going on a rant here.
This book has been so monumental in me being able to express and get out and really sink and I don't know, this, like, of course I'm a writer and I don't know how to describe my book. I just really, really think it's something near and dear to my heart. It literally is my heart and soul being like exemplified onto paper in a tangible form. And that's really why I wrote it. If you want a video about how to self-publish, I would love to do that because I literally did this whole thing by myself. And I think that's what's so cool. Like I literally took this from my brain and made it a tangible, physical object on this timeline, on this earth. And to me, that's so freaking cool. And that's why I love art so much, because anyone can do it. You can just draw anything on a paper and it'll be something that someone has never done before. And I know I'm getting like passionate, but it is cool because in order for this or any moment in your life to happen, everything has to literally line perfectly. What I'm trying to say is, there's just so many things that have to happen for us to align, for you to even be watching this video right now, for me to be here knowing you or even not knowing you, in the billions and millions of possibilities that there are, that I could have been born at any other time in any other place and I'm here now and I was able to create something cool. That's fucking sick. So anyway, sorry for my little existential rant. Like obviously if y'all buy it, thank you so freaking much for supporting me, because it's insane the response I've got, especially from people I don't really talk to. Like, you have no idea how much it means to me. I'm literally putting my heart and soul in creating these pages. I went through 100 edits and drafts going back and forth for 5 years. Like, literally my diary on a paper. So if you have supported me, shared it, read it, like, holy crap, like, I've probably cried, like, happy tears about it, because I just didn't realize how many people cared about me, or, like, not even just about me, but my writing or my thoughts. And these are my like most vulnerable thoughts onto paper. Cool. Yeah, so I'm super excited about it. I know this is going to be a shorter video because again, I have to go through all of my stuff, but my glow up series will be covering more about spiritual glow up manifestations, the science behind manifestation, which I find really interesting. Also physical health. There's been a lot going on with me. If you don't know, I have been diagnosed with a blood clot in my leg, which has been super scary. I've been on blood thinners for a little while. I didn't really share it because it was kind of emotionally fragile for me, but I am hopefully getting better. I've had like 7 doctor's appointments in the last 2 weeks and an MRI scan, so we're just hoping for the best. Send me your good love and your good vibes and your good energy. And if you decide to get this, I'll put the link down below. It's called Dream in Color, a collection of free verse poetry by Trieu. It's available on Amazon. I hope you guys really enjoy and read my book. If you've already bought it, please leave me a review. It means a lot to me, or even just let me know how, or if it did affect you. I think it's so cool how we can all get such different ideas and aspects and perspectives. Like when you read it, what I wrote could mean something completely different to me, but to you it could still resonate. And I think that's why art is so beautiful and writing so beautiful and it's so special. I'm getting mushy, but anyways, I love you guys so much. If you've been part of my life in the past 5 years, thank you. Even if you aren't now, I'm still rooting for you, just from a distance, always. You have made me and molded me into this person that I'm learning to love and become better at. And I know this is like a heavier, weirder video for me because I'm usually like, but I promise the next one will be more fun. I'm gonna get back into YouTube. I actually really love doing videos. So thank you again if you've supported me. If you like me, if you don't like me, whatever, leave a comment, a like below. I appreciate all your support. I'm a small creator. It's literally free. So if you want to support me, the best thing you can do is literally like or comment or share or subscribe. So hopefully I'll see you guys next time. And I never know how to end these things. Da-na-na-na-na. That's my ultra song. Da-na, da-na-na-na-na. I'm the most awkward.